The Medusa steps towards you and she says, if you trust me and you want me to make you new again and give you a new name and to have your name spoken in memory across the world, you must succumb to my touch. Now, look me in the eyes and give yourself to me, and you will be reborn anew. And she puts her hand underneath your chin and attempts to just very lightly, with a very light touch, tilt your chin up until you meet her gaze. Meet my gaze and give me yourself, or incur my wrath. It is your choice, darling. Be born again with a heart of stone, immovable, undamageable, uncaring, unflinching, a beast of pure beauty. Look in my eyes, or feel the anger you are sparking.
I'm gonna activate Steps of Night. Yep, wings are out. They are very, very dark this time, though.
I want to say the image of your wings, your angelic wings, stretching out in this narrow hallway, backlit by whatever light is coming through that door and shines through your wings, giving this light and shadow mixture, is genuinely
When he
awesome.
got home, man, I gave him some CBD treats. He's just been vibing all night.
That's what's up.
Speaking of which, where we left off, the party had a bunch of CBD treats and nothing bad happened.
But we had the good kind, like the kind you get from a dispensary, not the kind you get from just like a vape store.
We are about to have some, I think. As the party last week entered Talhundereth, left their horses behind to God knows what crazy DM madness.
We tied them up at the entrance.
Yes.
Not really. I let mine go like old Bill outside of Moira.
So,
Well, that's your horse. God be with it. Mine tied up to a tree.
so Talhundereth is dark by nature. It's an old dwarven stronghold. And there are statues inside, and there's a cave-in, and the party entered into a room, and the animated armor immediately attacked them. The party dispatched the armor with light trouble, I'm going to say. Light trouble. And nothing of note was found, right? Nobody found anything important?
Yes, no. Yes, I got something.
What'd you get?
Woo, I got an immovable rod. I got an immovable rod.
You have
That's not a euphemism for anything.
You have an immovable rod with an axe head attached.
I was just
With
going
an
to
axe
say
hand.
that was an axe.
And so that happened. And probably the most important thing to note, Grum's still raging. Echo is still holding her spirit guardians. Grum ripped the door off the hinges and entered a room in which we found a white. And with that, let's go ahead and roll initiative to determine turn order.
Am I still raging? I don't remember.
Were you raging to begin with?
Yes. So I should have
So,
been.
about
I think
5...
you stopped because you were like checking out that immovable rod act from the other dome.
I don't remember if you continued your rage or not, honestly. And Grum, you got a 4.
Yep.
Poor Grum.
Yeah, I don't remember not being rage, so like not getting out of it.
Well, let's say it continues. Let's say you're about 5 minutes deep into it as well.
Alright.
That way, everybody should be good.
There we go.
And we will start with Echo. Echo, you see Grum rip this large stone door off the hinges. Literally, the hinges still on the door part, ripped off from the wall part. And he chucked it. He goes into the room and then he stops. And you get to go.
All right. I'm gonna move my. Let's see.
I
can
did
get-
call out white, like screaming out white to the party upon seeing it. So people who know what a white is know there's one in there.
There's a white
Brant is
black
more like,
joke to be
"Let's
made,
get
but
gray.
Echo, out of curiosity, what's the range of your spirit guardians?
I believe it is 15 feet. Let me. That's. Oh, I have 4th level spells now. That's awesome. Yeah, it's a 15-foot emanation, so it's a 15-foot radius.
All right. So, question for you: what does your spirit guardians look like?
They're like little, almost that sickly green color, like sprites. They look a little bit like pixies, but if you stare at them, try to look at them specifically, they're just kind of amorphous spheres.
We call that green evil Disney lime.
And
Yes. That's
and
perfect.
what?
Yes.
What's your spell save DC?
It is.
Is it a con save or I can't remember?
It's a wisdom save, and I believe it is a 14. Yeah, it's 14.
And if anything fails, it takes half damage, right?
Yes.
I need you to roll damage for me.
Okay, that's not the right spell. Here we go. I don't know what I cast. It must have been at 3rd level. Okay. That is 15.
Okay, 15 points of damage. So, and a failed save cuts that in half. All right, so 2 things happen. One, your little spirit emanations kind of shoot off into directions that you're not expecting. And as that happens, you see them start attacking these little things. And 3 little dust methods just kind of pop into existence. And they're all just kind
I
of
just fought these guys Monday.
they are swatting at your little lights as they're flying around them like little bugs. And all 3 of them have taken at least a little bit of damage.
Awesome.
And now
okay.
continue.
Real quick, just if it's not too metagamey, what kind of damage is that again? Is that radiant?
Mine is radiant, yes.
It is radiant.
Okay. Oh, that's right. You get to choose because of your stuff.
Yeah.
Like radiant or necrotic, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I imagine like when something takes damage, you get a little flare of that white radiant light.
They don't look very happy, I'll tell you that.
I'm going to happy to have it back. I'm gonna grab my glaive and I'm gonna take a swing on the one next to me after I give a very startled look to Grum.
It would be startling because these things just kind of like poof. A very dusty poof at that. It's like every time one of your little lights hits them, a little burst of dust kind of shoots out of wherever it hit.
Is it a little poof?
Did you say little poop or little poof?
Poof.
It went there.
But now kind of like a little poof though.
It's like little little bursts, like.
I'm sorry, I'm stuck on that shit now.
Echo, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Okay, 19
Yeah, that hits.
for a total of 8 damage.
All right, you land a steady blow into it. It goes right into it. It's kind of fiddling around on the end, but it doesn't slide off and die. It's still fighting. It looks badly wounded, though.
Okay.
And anything else?
I'm just gonna point out the one next to Grum, to Grum. Just kind of like gesturing for him to take care of that one.
He's just raging.
All right.
That's it. I'm done.
Nyx, you're next in initiative order.
He's gonna move right here.
All right, there you got sight on the 3 dust methods and the white.
Oh, excuse me.
I'm trying to think which one I could do. I don't. How hard are they to hit?
I'm not
The
going to give you their
dusty-
AC offhand. I'll tell you this: the dust methods don't wear any armor, but they look a little flighty. And the white is wearing studded leather armor, so he's not the hardest to hit from what you would have seen.
So neither one of my bolts would probably do anything to the dust people, right?
That's hard to say without using an action to check or using an action to try to hit.
I guess I'll try a firebolt.
Okay, the one by Grum, Echo, or across the way?
Let's go with the one by Echo.
Alright, go ahead and roll to attack.
Damn.
Wow.
You hit. You absolutely hit this thing.
Okay.
But it has fire resistance.
What you gonna tell me? Woo!
Golly.
So, here's what happens. You take a firebolt, like a baseball almost in my mind, and you throw it at this thing, and you hit dead center on its beak. And as you do, the flame engulfs its head, and the rest of its body kind of catches fire, and it bursts in a gigantic dust-filled flame. And in so doing, Echo, I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Sweet.
Sorry, Echo.
Oh, good.
Oh,
wow.
right to save. Good job.
So, Echo, you are blinded. The dust and the flame hit into your eye, and you cannot see.
Sweet.
So the blinded condition, you can't see. You automatically fail ability checks that require sight. Attack rolls against you have advantage, and your attack rolls have disadvantage.
Coolsies.
I think so.
Sorry, Echo.
Hey, it happens.
And speaking of blind, Grum and Echo, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Do I need to make that or do I fail it?
No need. Don't worry about it.
Okay, yep. Oh, good lord.
No.
Hang on. Can I hold on real quick?
Yes, Mr. Grum. Crusher of Skulls.
I'm
Herald
trying to double check if I can use a luck point to re-roll one of those.
Was that with advantage?
That was with that.
Oh, that's so awful.
Right. Right.
Whoa.
Oh shit. It doesn't say it has to be an attack or anything. It just says when you roll a d20 for a d20 test. So I guess it's any d20 you can use it on.
Yeah, typically a lot of the stuff that was for certain roles, they've expanded out. It's the same thing for heroic inspiration. You can use your heroic inspiration to make re-rolls for specific dies. Would you like to re-roll?
Yes.
What
I'm gonna use
mechanism
heroic
would you like to
inspiration
use?
Instead of a luck point.
Okay.
Come on, d20. And this is just a flat one, right?
I think so. It allows you to re-roll one of the die.
Right, okay.
It's
Come
like
on,
your
D20.
third chance,
A 12.
which
Better.
is actually dust methods aren't the best thing. Next, I need you to roll one as well.
A roll of what? A dex save?
Dexterity save. Yep. So you each save as the dust method by you blows out a big whiff of dust and tries to blind you, but you manage to each fend it off. The other one well, let me see how many die this is. 5. Okay, give me a second. The other one waves its hand in the air like it just does not care. Yes, exactly.
Gotta love the
3,
corn, yes.
All right, so let me see something. You all, so Echo, Grum, and Nyx, you all start to feel some. I don't have Echo sheet. Hold up. Echo, what's your current life? 33? Okay. You all start to feel kind of yourselves nodding off as this thing starts to like try to be the Sandman and put you to sleep. And it does not succeed. The white helmet.
Bro, thing needs to roll high just to get grub, okay?
The white pulls out a longbow and so it pulls back the arrow, aims towards Echo, and Echo, you don't see it coming, but 13 doesn't hit. You hear the thud of an arrow in the wall next to you, And you hear the little bowstring go stop as a hand stops it. And another arrow comes through the air and hits you.
Ouch.
And Echo take 11 points of damage.
Oh no.
Make a Constitution saving throw to see if you can hold on to your spirit guardians.
You can do it. Make it a good
Do I
one.
have advantage?
It's an easy DC
really-
against that hit, so.
I really feel like... maybe not. Okay. Oh, good. 14.
You managed to hang on to your spirit guardians, although you probably would feel the bit of a waver in there as the arrow hits into your shoulder and sinks just enough through your armor to give you a little bit of pain.
I think I need the methods to make another save.
The three near you are ending their turn within your range. You are correct. So do the same order we did last time, except we'll let everyone see this time. One. We got... The same one succeeded again. I don't think it'll matter much. Oh no, that method is dead. So that one would have went to the other one. Go ahead and roll damage. I'll tell you how much life they have after you roll it.
That's not bad.
The other one goes-
19.
They each had 2 points of life left, so they explode. Grum, please make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm so sorry.
Yay, I'm not the only one.
That's all
I know
right.
you're
I got a
using
plus
the
7
wrong
on
side.
the
Grum is very good at con saves, so this thing explodes in a dust-filled explosion, and when it subsides, like your shoulders are caked in dust and it's like coming off of you, but you can just shake your head, your hair goes left and right, and it avoids your eyes. Ramped.
All right. So this other one's still up. This other dust method's still alive.
No, it exploded.
Okay.
Exploded.
All right. Cool. All right. 45 feet. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Oh, and because Nyx was the only person in front of within range while I was raging, you get 6 points of temp HP.
I do?
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
It's like a present.
And I'm gonna reckless attack this white.
All right, go ahead and recklessly attack this undead thing.
I just come storming in. Poof. Woohoo! Through all the dust, ready to kill this guy.
You hit, but do you hurt is a better question.
Let's see. 10, good enough.
Does that include the rage damage?
Yeah, ever since I-
plus 5.
Yeah, it has a feature where you can actually like set it to where you're raging and it'll adjust all the
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that you
damage
had
and-
that clicked, so you got all of the damage coming to you.
Yep. And then second attack. Dirty 20.
Also hits.
That will be 12 points of slashing damage.
Okay, so you kind of like once, twice each sides of him. You can see bits of his undead flesh coming off as each blow tears through.
All right, and then yeah, I'm not gonna use a bonus action. I'm already raging, so I'm gonna hold. Oh man, I'm at 47 HP. Ooh.
You had a hard time with the helmet horror and the others.
Yeah. Last weekend was a blur. I was so tired.
Grum, our turtle friend, what would you like to do?
Purple.
Portal.
Turtle.
Oh. So I'm pissed. I'm pissed for reasons. Now I'm more pissed for more reasons. This motherfucker struck someone. Really quick. I mean, okay, so first I guess I'll move. But real quick, like
do me a
I'm not
favor.
looking for a number. Huh?
So, just out of curiosity, your path was, and you stepped diagonal. You came here, right?
Yeah, if I went diagonally, I still have 5 feet of movement technically.
All right. So, just for purposes, I'm gonna put you here,
Go ahead.
and
Did I set off a trap or something?
little unseen claws rip out of the darkness,
Good job.
and the little unseen claws do 3 points of slashing damage, round down to 1.
Ouchies. They just automatically hit?
No, as soon as you entered its range, it had a held action. They moved.
Oh, okay.
But you are welcome to continue on, but I wanted you to know that that thing popped up and attacked when you stepped into that square. Or actually, when you stepped into that square.
Okay, so I have a few questions really quick because I might want to do some stupid shit just for the sake of utilizing the rage.
Yeah. What kind of stupid shit are we talking?
Well, first thing first, is the white looking like it's bloodied, or is it just kind of like looking closer to whatever the terminology for close to half is?
It's got clear chunks taken out of it. It has not reached the actual bloodied condition yet, but it looks hurt.
It looks hurt. Okay.
It's got clear slam marks into it from Frampt.
And the dust methods, they look corporeal enough to grab?
Yeah, he just came into existence and clawed into you quite actually.
Okay. So what I'll do is when he scratches me like Meg with her nail growing superpower, I will go ahead and slam my battle axe into him. Oh, maybe not. Does a 12 hit?
Yes, actually a 12 is exactly what you need to hit.
All right, so I will slam that down and deal, looks like 12 damage. Hey. We'll deal 12 points of damage. And if it is still alive...
It is still alive. You've hurt it quite badly, but you have not ripped it in two.
Okay. I will then go ahead and just drop my shield. Or not my shield, my battle axe. I will drop my battle axe.
That's right. If you try to drop that shield, you and I are going to have words.
No, no cheater here.
What would you like?
Yeah. So, first strike with the battle axe. I want to drop it and then grab this dust method.
Okay, so if you try to grab it, it will have a dex save against your grasp, but I will go ahead and roll that save, and that will be your second attack.
Well, what I wanted to do, hold on, what I wanted to do was grab it and basically bring it over to the white and slam the method into the white.
So the grabbing's an action, and attacking with it would be like a third attack. If you would have done it without the initial battle axe, yes. You can drag it if you have movement. You can drag it in front of the white and hold it up to him, but you can't attack it. Use it to attack him until next turn.
Let's do that other option you just said, where I'm using him as cover in between the white and us.
I don't know if it'll give you extra AC, but you have this thing in your hand. You have 5 feet of movement. You have 5 feet of movement left.
We'll go right there.
All right, so
Hold him up. Oops.
So
I need to roll athletics first. I'm sorry.
no, it's not a contest anymore. It's a save against. It's a save against your. Against, I want to say your passive, but it's a save against your score, which he failed. And
Okay.
as such, you have him. And funny enough, and that actually should have been with advantage. All right, and the other one. Work with me, D&D Beyond. All right, you see 2 more little things pop into existence as they try to claw at you, and they each miss.
Really quick, is it possible to position the one that I grabbed between the white and the rest of us?
Is it
like more so over here?
So for flair's sake, yes, but you guys are still kind of occupying that same space.
Right. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that it is like he's between the white and us. I just want to make that be known. If any mechanics for it come up.
I'm gonna say right now it's more for flair's sake than anything else, but you are dangling this little evil creature in front of the big evil creature.
Awesome.
All right, and that is their action. So Echo, you are blinded by the light of a dust method.
Still? Mm-hmm.
Yep, for 1 minute actually. You'll get a chance to save against it. You'll get a chance to save against it at the end of your turn.
That's crazy.
Damn.
Yikes. Okay. How difficult is it for me to move?
So the condition doesn't say that it affects your movement. You're just kind of bumbling around in the dark.
Okay. So do I want to burn this or not? I still have my spirit guardians. Okay, I'm just gonna move up 10 feet here.
And as you do, they would each enter into your spirit guardians for the first time.
Yes. Wisdom saves all around.
Start with the one Grum is holding. 12. The one under Grum
I like it. Keep it going.
fails.
There you go.
And last one by the door, 14. I think those are 3 fails, right? Your save is 15?
No, the spell save is 14.
All right, so 2 fails, 1 save. Go ahead and roll damage.
I need one for the white too.
Ooh.
We the players
I
need to
forgot
roll
about-
as well, or no?
No, it doesn't. It does not affect the players. The little radiant things like you guys.
Yeah.
The white succeeds, but he'll still take damage. So go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. All right. 16.
Okay, so that was a fail. 16 rolls down to 8. Grum and Frampt, please make a... I believe it was a con save. Please make a Constitution saving throw.
Don't be mad at me, I'm blind.
Yeah.
15.
That's it.
Everybody, including the white, manages to fend off this thing, but Grum, the dust mephit in your hand explodes into a gigantic poof of dust, and it slowly settles down, and you are face to face, eye to eye with this white with nothing in between you.
Mhm.
Echo, it is still your turn.
It would have been so cool if that shit worked out. Ah, wow.
It was
I'm
cool no
going
matter
to-
what.
Where am I? I'm actually gonna try, because I feel like I can hear him screaming, and I personally feel like my spirit guardians will help me a little bit. I'm gonna step up here and I'm gonna try and take a swing on the one right below me with the glaive.
Alright, that was the one that succeeded.
See, they're guiding me right to it.
You are still blinded, so make the attack with disadvantage.
Okay. Wow. All right. Well, you know, wins the Lisa.
Being blinded actually saved this little thing.
Okay, that's all I got.
All right, Nyx, there is a bunch of dust explosions around everybody that has entered this fight so far. It is your turn. The last...
When do I get to save?
Oh, I'm
Just
sorry. You get to
out
save
of
right now. You can
curiosity.
save it at the end of your turn.
Oh, good. Okay.
Go ahead and roll a con save real quick.
All right, let's do it. Yay! 18.
You save, you finally shake the dust from your eyes. And Nyx, it is your turn.
Thank you.
He's gonna move to about right here.
All right, and what would you like to do?
I don't think there's anything I can do.
The guys wouldn't block you from a range shot. You can shoot around them. We haven't used people to give anybody cover. So if you want to attack one of them with a ranged attack, that's fine. If it was an AoE effect, they would be in it, but a ranged attack spell, you can just target one creature with it.
Okay. Let me do the white with a witch's bolt.
Alright, roll to attack.
Does a 17 hit?
It does. So I don't know if you've updated. Let me see.
I did. I
something.
switched it.
Okay, good. So you should have 2d12 if you're casting it at a level 1 slot.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice.
So you reach out your hand and you send an electrical shock through it, and it lights up like Marv in Home Alone, and you can see its bone structure as it just collapses onto the ground.
Yes. Take that, you white.
And as you normally, it would stay connected, but the little tips of it float in the air as it goes from your fingertips to where it was and just stops. All right, make sure you mark off the first level spell slot for it, and anything else.
I think that's it.
Okay, then the little dust methods will attempt to blind everybody. Everybody make a dexterity saving throw.
Dex saving throw. 19.
Ooh,
22.
All right, now everybody make a second dexterity saving throw.
Oh, come on, really?
They don't have much up. They don't have much up their sleeves.
Oh,
Fuck.
So the one by Echo, the first one blows out ineffectively. The second one blows out a big dust cloud after that, and Nyx and Frampt, you are currently blind.
Oh no.
But they're ending their turn within Echo's range, so that's by Grum, and that's by Echo. Each fail. Echo, go ahead and roll damage.
Yay!
Next
I
day.
love this spell, you guys. 11.
They'll be fine, Julia. Just put it back down in their crate. The dog has lopsided the bed in her crate. They're silly puppies. All right, Grum and Echo, please make one Constitution save.
Oh, good. Come on. That's not what I needed. I got an 8.
You got an 8?
Oh, wait, you know what? I rolled. Okay, so I rolled on the wrong character sheet.
It's fine. You got an 8. If you got an 8, you're blind. It's simple.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've done that before. Too.
Yeah, I got like a 9 total.
And Grum, make a second saving throw.
On.
Yep.
Oh, that +7's been carrying me so far, man.
So, Grum, because you're the only one that can see right now, both of them explode in a big puff of dust. Right now, you look around and everybody but you is covered in dust on their head, and nobody but you can see. Grum stands alone, clear-eyed. We can drop out of initiative order.
Grum grabs his battle axe, probably still raging, and says, "Open the door." Athletics check to remove the door from the wall again.
All right, so that's not exactly.
Oh, too bad.
You pull at it, it does not budge.
Try again. It doesn't budge.
I like to think Echo's wings are all ruffled right now, trying to get the dust out of her eyes.
I'll remove my rage now at this point, calm down, and realize everyone is blinded. And try to help. Echo's first, I guess, so I'll try to help Echo without making eye contact. And then I'll move on to Frampt and then Nyx, help them move all the dust out of their eyes.
Except with me, you're getting a headache because I'm still raging and my eyes are glowing and I'm keep blinking, so it just looks like a strobe light as you're helping me.
With you, I'm like having you like slightly bend at the top of your torso, and I'm like smacking the back of your head to get the dust out. Like, oh, get out. But of course, with the girls, he's being trying to be all tender and soft. He's probably got thumbs. He's probably got thumbs as big as their ears. So you know.
All right, so
What guys? I didn't take damage then.
Must be that new lucky axe you have.
Alright.
All right, so in this room, there are 3 broken shields and some battered stuff, but it's basically an empty armory. And that little door down there, it has several locks in it, and it looks like the door is covered in dust as well as everything else. It is not a door so much as a vault door.
A vault door, you said?
I have to. It's a vault door, yes. Claude, for a second, I have to take this away from the puppies.
Well, for the record, Echo will thank Grum.
I think Grum's still not making eye contact, would just say, don't mention it, in a kind of somber tone.
All right, did the group come up with a plan in my brief exit?
Oh, absolutely.
No, Echo said something and then Grum responded. That was all.
We're gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
That actually sounds like a great
Grum is not smart
session.
enough for that. He is not built for that kind of campaign. Who is the highest intelligence again? Just
Not
really
me.
quick.
I have an 8.
Nix, what's your intelligence score?
A 15.
A what?
A 15.
Okay, so she's our smartest player.
Way smarter than Echo. Way smarter.
All right, so what is the plan?
Once everyone's blindness is removed and Echo and Grum have their exchange, he'll just be where he is. He'll just say that area is really hard to open. It's locked.
Maybe the key is somewhere else.
Now I want it more than ever.
It strikes curiosity in me.
Probably something good. Let's go find the key. Oh,
Okay.
can I check? I want to inspect the white's body, or what's left of it, see if there's anything on it.
Make an investigation check.
Or is the fact that he's just gone meaning there's probably not anything there? Ooh, nothing with a negatives with a 7.
You see the weapons he was using. He had a longsword and a longbow. There is nothing else of note.
Okay.
And they are also covered in dust right now. The entire floor underneath you is covered in dust.
Anybody want pocket sand?
Nah,
Pocket sand.
we can throw it at our enemies and blind them.
So that could be a feasible tactic if, push comes to shove. Just
Dogs
saying.
are upstairs. I'll be right back.
Pretty stinking cool.
All right, sorry.
I
Don't
mean-
worry. Look, you're level 7. Where's your fireball?
Actually,
You should have third level spell. Where's your fireball, girl?
lightning bolt is pretty equivalent to fireball in a lot of ways.
Dude, let me see, where is it? Where's your thing?
All right.
Yeah, 3d8. Yeah, dude, absolutely. Because they nerfed fireball now. It also does d8. Or no, it does 2d10. I'm sorry.
So, Cramped, you can find his weapons. The floor is covered in a layer of dust. What would the party like to do?
Personally, I think Grum would be more curious about that vault door, and just having noticed it earlier, would feel like this could probably connect closer to it. But he is not against checking this door out as well.
All right. Which path forward would the group like to take? So the
I
party.
mentioned if we can take a short rest real quick to try and get some HP back on
Yeah, I'm hurting a little bit too.
Where would the group like to take a short rest at? And Grum, will you participate in the short rest?
Grum will stand watch, because Grum is cool.
We'll hang out in the back. We'll hang out in the bedroom.
Okay, the little dwarven commander's room.
Yeah.
Okay, does the group do anything special when they get there?
Echo's gonna try and clean her armor.
And
I got a bandage myself.
Nix, do you do anything special? First question, Nix, do you take part of the short rest, or do you hang out there with him, or do you hang out with Grum? What would you do for that hour of downtime?
I'd probably hang out with Grum.
All right, so I'm going to. Yep. What would an interaction with Grum and Nix be in this area? There's the statues by you. There's the statues down the stairs. There's the entrance to the backside where you came. A door in front of you, and the stairs looks like they led down further to a point, but there's a big cave in there.
Woohoo! 33.
Oh, that's right. I gotta roll my shit here.
So,
And Nix, I think he was talking to you.
or Grum. What does the interaction between Grum and Nix look like for the hour where they're alone and Echo and Frampt are separated? Or would the group pull a real life DM and have awkward silence as they just kind of look at the statues?
No, I was looking at my inventory, and actually I think Grum would be taking in the environment, so really noticing things on the statues, but also really like observing that medallion he took off of Rexithid's corpse. The one that you said looks like it can connect or control something.
You can roll an insight, a history, and arcana, or if you show it to Nyx, she could possibly do the same things.
I would definitely like be out in the open with it, so she is more than welcome to join me in checking this monster out.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll insight for that. Hey, not bad.
With an 18, Nyx, would you like to examine it at all, too, before I give any information about it?
Can I roll an arcana check?
You can.
Ooh.
Dang.
So with each of the 18, let's do the arcana side first. So there are symbols that are carved into it that you notice that seem like it's designated to control a very specific entity. And it seems like whatever it is, that connection has faded out and broke, and whatever it was controlling was destroyed. And Grum, your insight, you kind of get the sense that this was probably what he used to control that statue.
Oh.
You guys completely wrecked that statue.
Oops. Can we fix
we
it?
did.
I don't think we can get back in there.
With the current checks, you probably get the sensation not, and the group also kind of exploded the remains of Zerzula's rest. So if the group wanted to like venture back to the ruins of that place, that would be something we could do at a later date, but potentially.
I don't want to anger the gods. Or not the gods, the undead. I don't want to anger those.
Don't
those
make
Jurgol.
Tony mad.
Yeah, they're happy. Let's not make them upset now.
Okay.
Really, really quickly, just based off of the observations and the insight and arcana, roughly about what does this thing look like it could sell for?
Everything is worth what somebody is willing to pay for it.
Right.
That's hard to say. Let's say we'll have that conversation when you try to sell it. And to whom?
To Barthen.
All right. Well, let me ask this really quick. Is
Barthen,
it made out of
gave
like
you guys potions just to go last time.
It's okay.
It's
We
not made
got
out
a new
of
mold
gold,
in here,
right?
Barthen.
What's the question?
It's not made out of gold, right?
It possibly has some gold. It's not pure gold, no. It does have some gemstones in it that kind of fit with an arcane setting. You could probably part it out or sell it for something. It's just hard to say how much you can sell a piece of arcane jewelry that has passed its prime.
Okay, cool.
All right, let's say the end of the hour passes, unless Echo Frampt, do you guys have any deep, meaningful conversations?
Feel those eyes on you.
The eyes of the ranger are upon you. Any wrong you do, Grum's gonna see.
I'm not raging anymore. Speaking of which, Nick, you don't have temp HP anymore because I'm no longer raging.
Okay.
And then, no, I'm just like, I think I'm like looking at Echo and I'm like, so has it always been this crazy or did I just get here at the crazy part?
No, it's pretty much always been this crazy. Yeah, it started with the inn on fire and a gang of mercenaries and an eyeball monster and a wizard. And when we got back, the town wasn't actually on fire, and it was the whole thing. So this is pretty average for us still.
You know, when I was in the Feywild, all I wanted to do was get back home, get back to this world, and see everyone. And honestly, I just can't wait to get back to the Feywild. I felt more connected there. There I could feel the world tree tapping into the whole universe. And here, all I feel is just, I don't know, crap.
It's a very stifling place out here, isn't it?
And this time stuff, I mean, in the Feywild, time is weird. And out here, it's even more confusing. When did that happen?
So that's actually a first for all of us, as far as I know. Definitely it's never happened to me before. So yeah, that's a mystery that I don't really have any insight on.
Oh, good. You're all just as crazy as me. It's not just me.
No, it's not just you. Not even a little bit.
Well,
So that's
that's when I
really
like.
cool axe, though.
It is, and I pull it out, and I pull out the I pull out the axe. I pull out my like branch, and I'm like trying to figure out like I like hold in front of you. I'm like I'm trying to like figure out ways to like make this together, put this all together. There's got to be a way. I'm gonna find a use for this.
You're talking about for the rod?
The rod and the branch that I usually use as a shaft.
Oh, that's right. I got you. Well, you could put them end to end and make like a quarterstaff.
Like quarterstaffs are weak.
I didn't say it would be strong. I just said you could do it.
True. How DM? How difficult is it to get the axe head off the immovable rod?
How much do you want to get it off the immovable rod?
Not enough at the moment. Let's get there. I might need it for now.
I mean, you could potentially. It's not an immovable axe head. I'll give you that.
All right. In the armory, is there a maul or anything?
Let's see. I don't think it gives a specific list of breakdown. Let me see. So, because it's not really an armory, it's actually a sparring quarters. The armory was the thing that was cleaned out where the white was. There are some weapons here, though. So let's say that most of the weapons here have seen better days. If you wanted to find a rusted out maul, let's say you can find a Let's say you can find a rusted out maul.
Rusted out maul. All right. I'm just gonna grab one for now, and then that's it. I'm not gonna worry about anything else. What the hell is it doing?
Okay. Echo and Frampt can reconnect with Nyx and Grum whenever you guys are ready.
Yeah, I'll fall out once I'm done dusting myself off.
And
I like the dusting yourself off bit.
You sure you don't want to keep it?
Waller. For now, I'm gonna re-equip my Warhammer and shield, and also no, I don't have any arrows. I forgot I gave all my arrows back in time. All right, I won't equip my short bow. Wait, are there any arrows in here?
There are no arrows
Like,
in
do they
here.
have-
So,
Okay.
you know dwarves, not to be stereotypical, but they much prefer axes and hammers to bows.
Wait, in the picture in the bottom room where we fought the white, it looks like I see like broken crossbows and arrow shafts and stuff. Is
There are
anything in
there are
maybe?
broken stuff, but there's nothing that can be used for. There's nothing not broken. That room is very empty and everything. It's very battered and broken.
If you're looking
What
for
about-
arrows, your best bet is to check the white again.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point. You said he had a bow, right?
He had a
did have
longbow and a long
He
sword.
did have a longbow. Roll a d8.
There's no D8. 2.
You can find 2 unused arrows that are usable from the white.
Woohoo! All right,
Aim
one last
carefully.
thing, and oh, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Aim carefully.
I will. And the last thing in this sparring center is are there any like javelins?
Spears, but no javelins. Rusty spears. This
Spears
place
and-
has been out of
All right.
use for quite some time.
They're better used to give tetanus.
Yep, sounds about right. All right. In that case, all right, I'm ready to go.
All right. When you guys reconnect with Grum and Nyx, they are examining that amulet. So when you guys get out on the landing, the steps go down. There are 3 statues, a door, and a staircase that is entirely covered with rock and crumpled over. And there is the door in front of everybody.
I say we take care of this one in front of us so nothing leaps out from behind while we're examining the south door. And before I do anything else, actually, I want to go back to the room, the dusty Mephit room, and I want to grab like a big 2 handfuls of dust and kind of walk down here and just start throwing them towards like the bottom to
So-
see if any like shapes,
So,
any Mephit like shapes kind of start.
so the second you step on that staircase, you see the back wall come alive and a big rock monster start coming at you with his hand up, and he shouts at you, "Look here! You make no steps further down the staircase, you go! Up the stairs! This ain't your place!"
Confront him.
Whose place is it? Whose place is it?
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Persuasion check with disadvantage. Aw. I'm gonna give myself guidance. I'm gonna touch myself and give myself guidance. Alright, well,
Catch yourself again.
You shall not pass!
7.
As Echo comes up behind him, he puts up both hands and he says, "You come down here, you're looking for a fight. You want to fight? You come down here further. Further, take one more step, and I'm gonna stone you to death with my left hook and my right hook." And he puts up his arms. And if you can imagine a creature made entirely of rock trying to flex muscle, he holds up his arm in a flex pose, and then he takes his fist, he points out both fingers forward, and he says, "Now get back, you hear?"
Very like complimentary, and like I go and like very complimentary. I go, "Hey, the Water Davian Navy called. They want their guns back." When he like flexes.
He just stands firm, his face stone.
And then I turn to Grum and I go, "Hey Grum, do you got a sewing kit? This guy is ripped."
Echo's gonna put up her hands, like in surrender, and take a step back, and say, "We're not here to fight. We just want to collect some things that have been stolen, and try to make sure the bad guys that have been chasing us aren't here anymore."
He looks at you and he says, "Ain't no bad guys here. This is our territory. Ain't nobody step foot on here without our permission. Get it?"
Who is our?
He looks at you. Roll an insight check.
Okie dokie.
Can I give him assistance on that? Because
Yeah, you're watching and listening to this too, so go ahead and roll with advantage, Frampt.
Oh, with advantage, let me re-roll again. I'm gonna need it. Oh, fuck.
Damn.
You don't notice anything, but he does take a step closer, and his voice gets louder, and he says, "Now get."
I think at that point, Grum is going to kind of ease his way between Echo and Frampt and just say, stop right there and ask, what do they call you, strange creature?
Do you call him strange creature?
Yeah, because Grum don't know no better.
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage.
We're humped.
Yeah, that's a 2 for... 4, I'm sorry.
4? So
Yeah, I don't know why it's...
He takes one more step towards the landing and he says, "If you don't get going, we're gonna get to fighting. This is your last chance. Take yourselves back up the stairs. These stairs ain't for you."
I have a deal for you. You and me, we arm wrestle for it. And Grum flexes his muscles.
He looks at
If
you.
I beat you, you let us pass. If you beat me, then we will retreat up the stairs.
Oof. Make another persuasion roll at disadvantage.
Why is our charisma character not helping?
Oh, sorry.
Ooh, 16 no. 16 on that one.
He shakes his head and he goes, "Some things ain't for us to decide. Some people just go back up the stairs. These stairs ain't for you."
Can I try to persuade him to tell us why it's not for us?
Yeah, what would you say anything to try to gauge that? To try to get that out of him?
Probably say something along the lines, "We're not here to hurt you, but why can't we pass?"
I need to
Roll.
go AFK for a second, guys.
What's up?
Actually, I gotta step away. I gotta step away too for just a second.
Alright, let me know when you're back. And next, go ahead and roll that check, and then I will tell you what happens. Persuasion check at disadvantage.
He gets disadvantage too?
What?
Yeah, these things are very hostile to anybody who steps on their land.
Well, he may not want to cross it. Ooh.
Wow. Fuck yeah, bro. Come on.
I'll tell you what he says when our esteemed colleagues get back. But he tilts his head up at
Come
you.
on,
Okay.
man. Dirty 20, come
I'm-
on. Carry.
I'm back.
Beats it.
Do it.
Sounds naughty.
I'm does just a little.
So, top of game, what is this thing called? Like, I see it's called Frowode, but like, what's the creature type?
It's a Galabdur.
A what?
It is a Galabdur.
A Gallender. That's
No,
that's
it's
new.
a
I've never heard of one
Galab,
of
2
those.
words. Galabdur.
Oh, Gallender. Oh, what
Galeb,
the fuck?
G-A-L-E-B.
That's familiar.
It is a big boulder man.
Okay. Well, I mean, he's medium, so I mean, I feel like I could take him on, but he don't want to have fun. He got a very rocky exterior.
Okay, sorry.
That's the creature that is staring at you. Just so you know,
No, it's cute.
it is cute. I like
Yeah,
honestly
it's
as a
adorable.
monster, I like
He
them.
looks like a little stone turtle creature.
All right, so Nix, what exactly was your question? Was it why can't you pass?
I think it was why won't you allow us to pass? Like, why isn't this meant for us?
He looks at you and he says, because the lady won't allow it.
Oh, do you have a special someone?
He
What
looks at
kind
you
of a
frowned.
late? Will he tell us what kind of a lady?
Nix, are you asking?
Mm-hmm.
Roll a straight persuasion check one more, see if you can get him to be any friendlier to you.
Got this, you got this. Come on. Sorry, that was amazing.
You should have seen the side eye I gave my phone.
No such thing as TMI, right?
By the way, what lady?
I missed whatever you're laughing at and I feel sad.
Aw.
Nix, you rolled a 23.
Mm-hmm.
Frowode looks at you and he puts his hand on his stony heart and he says, she's a lady of stone. She controls the stone of the world and she sculpts wonders with her magic. And we are here to make sure that no one disturbs her and you four keep inching closer.
We don't want to disturb her. We want to help her.
You can help her by
Can't you see
getting up.
Can't you see our strong muscles? And like, not only do I start flexing, but I will bonus action use my large form.
You see him wind back his fist and he says, the next person to take a step closer is getting clocked by the rock.
I'm gonna take a step back. And I'm gonna reach in my bag and I'm gonna pull out the obelisk shard that I have.
Mhm.
and I'm gonna hold it up. I'm gonna say we're looking for pieces like this.
He looks
That's
at.
all we want.
I'm a bit curious about how much these things would know of the world. First, go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
And if that doesn't work, I'll roll one and help you out.
And if that doesn't
Golly.
work, I'm gonna charge this.
Nix, go
I'm
ahead.
gonna charge this guy, football player.
Nix, go ahead and roll one as well.
It's my punishment for something.
Ooh!
Oh my god. Natural
Yeah.
24. Ooh, Nix.
Nix and Echo, he looks at each of you and he says, I ain't never seen a rock grow like that before, but you leave it here with me, and I'll tell you if I can find any more of it. Last people that came through here, I told them the same thing. You get your butt going up the stairs. I don't care where you go. This landing ain't for you.
The last people, what did they look like?
Oh, well, you know, the skin was all greenish and they had weird hair. And then those people with the white hair and the grayish weird skin, they came looking through. One was like, where's my father? Where's my father? And I said, he ain't down here. Get your butt going up the stairs. And you know what? They went up the stairs.
And did they leave or just go up the stairs?
They went through that door, but you know where they didn't come? They didn't come down here.
Which door did you point at?
The one across from the one you just came out of.
Okay. I'm like, were they saying anything about a shiny, perhaps?
Shiny?
Nix, the rock looks at you, and he says, something wrong with that guy, isn't there?
Which guy? Is he talking about Grum?
He's pointing at Cramped as he's talking to Nix.
Oh.
He seems to like Nix.
Oh.
Well, yeah, with that silver tongue, who would, right?
Is he talking about Framps?
He does seem to be pointing at Frampt, as Framps asked about the shiny.
Oh. No, nothing wrong with that guy.
So he takes a step off to his left and he looks at you, and Nix, he goes, now listen here, ma'am. I don't want anything to come to violence between such a nice lady as yourself and me. But I'm sorry, I'm bound to protect this area. So if anybody comes down one step further, we gotta fight. I don't want to fight. That's the rules. You can't break the rules.
I like, guys, and I like step up here and motion everyone for kind of like a huddle real quickly, and I'm like, let's go explore the room. He said that the green and the gray and the goblins and the drow went into, and then we'll deal with this guy after.
Do you say that silently?
Yeah. Like kind of like I was motioning everyone to like huddle.
Yeah, make
Come on, Grum.
make a stealth
Wait
check
on
at
you.
advantage. Why not?
Check with advantage.
Grum is actually not going to huddle. Grum is dead eye locked with this guy.
Oh, but he's being so nice.
But he's not trying to be disrespectful. He's keeping an eye on him. Like, he's keeping eye contact with him. Because Grum wants to do something fun anyway.
Echo's gonna come down here and like put a hand on your back and just gently kind of start to gently nudge you up towards Nyx and Frampt.
Okay, move your token accordingly.
So, like, back here. No, I'm not going to step any further than I was before.
No,
Like his line in the
move
sand
your
or
token
whatever.
back so there's space.
Move it back?
Right. Yeah, like, because you're going to drag me back, right? To the top
Yeah,
of the stairs?
I'm pushing you, like, this way. Up, and towards the door.
Okay, so go ahead. Move yourself where you're going to go. And as you do, Grum is just going to move, like, right halfway and then just sit right there on the steps. His weapons are not drawn. He's just chilling on the stoop, checking dude out.
Checking dude out.
Are you pouting?
No. There's no pouty demeanor. There's no disrespect. Grum just wants to do something with this guy, but he's letting y'all do what you need to do first.
Okay, out of curiosity, he's just looking at you, Grum, and you're looking back. Is that the scenario? Is this like a stare down contest?
In a way, but it's not meant to be intimidating either. Grum's just trying to, like, let Guy know, I see you, bro.
He stands very unmoving.
Okay.
All right. So, do we want to go explore this room, or what do we want to do? Or, Grum, you want to do your thing?
Y'all go ahead. I'll catch up.
All right. I am going to stealthily open this door.
I'll carry over the previous stealth check for it.
All right. Woohoo. And
Is Nyx and Echo gonna basically follow Frampton to the room really quickly as well?
Echo's not going to go in the door.
Okay. Basically, what Grum is thinking, like, doing it when people go to the room to do their thing in there, that's when he's gonna initiate with this rocky creature.
Okay. So how far into the room does Frampt go?
about right to this little entrance, this little breezeway area.
So the official text, many doors lead into this room which has 4 stone chairs facing each other in the middle of it. One chair is covered with fresh blood.
Lovely.
Is Nyx not following Framps?
Oh, sorry.
I was
Just
just wondering.
for the placement, go ahead and place where everybody would think they would want to place.
Sorry, I was typing.
Well, as soon as I noticed the blood, I would have poked my head out and said Echo, Grum, and then when I had your attention, say blood, and then nod my head towards the direction inside.
So I'll give you guys the full room. It looks somewhat cozy to have a bloody chair on it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go up to the chair. I think that's what I'm gonna do now.
Okay. Several bones are scattered around the bloody chair.
Does this look fresh? And I mean, not any time, specific time frame, just I don't know. Like, is the blood still wet or sticky or dried?
Are you going just by look, or are you like putting a finger in it and then putting it in your mouth and then like coming one with the blood?
I was gonna take my pants off and put my bare ass on it and then drag my bare ass across the floor like a bloody slug. Like
That's
a giant
much
bloody
better
slug.
idea. Much better idea than calling the cleric.
Go ahead.
And that
Go ahead and make a survival check if you want to try to get a sense of
Let's
it.
see if you get hepatitis.
And Framp, other way. Framp, from your vantage point, that hallway leads to a set of stairs going down.
all right.
So you can
20,
surmise
nat 20.
it's goat bones and goat blood. And it looks relatively fresh, not like it was spilled today, but somewhere over the past couple days, maybe.
I'm gonna walk out and like poke my head out and be like, "Hey guy, did your those other guys, did they have a goat with them?"
It doesn't pay you any mind. He's staring straight at Grum.
I think that would be a point to like probably go back in time to when Rum and this guy had their back and forth.
All right, let's. I'm gonna put Framp by the chair in case anything happens. Pwah! And let's have that as Framp is sliding his bare ass across the ground.
Just
Keep in
like
mind, I'm in giant mode. I'm in giant form too. So I'm a big slug.
So you would say you're making a lot of noise?
No. I mean, just hear a. Never know.
Okay, I'll just note that for after this conversation. Grum,
And
what
then
do you?
I stand up and pull my pants back up.
Grum, what do you say to the Galabdur?
So, I'm still sitting, and I kind of go, "Hey, come here," and I'm kind of wave him over. I'm still on the stairs, so I'm not like stepping forward, but I'm calling him over.
Make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Come on, man. I'm trying to be so genuine right now. Not 1, so 2.
He shakes his head as you call him over.
I'll say, "Hey, look, I didn't mean any disrespect earlier. I just didn't know what to call you. I've never seen anything like you before.
I'm
You
Frowode.
intrigued me." What?
My name is Frowode.
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 My name is Grum. I have a proposition
He looks at
purely
you with an interest.
what do you call it? Purely for giggle's sake. But it could potentially benefit both of us and your lady. Does that intrigue you?
He looks at you, but he doesn't say anything.
I can assure you it has nothing to do with us seeking passage beyond your designated point. In fact, all you would have to do is send a message to your lady on my behalf.
Oh, he's watching.
You request I not come any closer, so I request in good faith, showing that my hands are in fact free. I probably would have put my weapons flat down, like on a step or two up behind me, so that they're out of reach. And I say, have some faith, approach me. And I'll kind of like pat the stairs that are more in this box, so he's not right up to me. So all he has to move is like basically 10 feet.
He takes a step back and he points at the door and he says, I'll let you come on this landing for one way and one way only. You and you alone step here, you kneel down before that door and you face it, and you make your pleading with the lady yourself. Anybody else comes on the landing, we gotta fight. If the lady rejects you, we gotta fight.
I mean, while I'm saying this, Grum is going to slowly come down the stairs, but he's going to say, well, my initial thought required some kind of challenge between us anyway, so it doesn't have to be a fight to the death, but...
Get on your knees and make your supplication to the lady, facing the door, and if she likes you, you can go. If she doesn't like you, you're in trouble. You understand trouble, don't you?
He doesn't mutter it, but it's a little bit more soft when he says, only all too well.
What would you say at the door? Do you get on your knees towards the door?
Yeah, I'll kneel, facing it, like he said. And Grum is not a creature of faith, so he's not sure of any, like, religious protocol or procedure. So he'll say, oh, great stone lady, I beseech thee, grant me an audience. And like he says it in that way, but it is for him 100% genuine. Even though it sounds a little like, not really.
So here's what happens, okay? The door begins to slowly creak open, and the room behind comes into view.
Oh.
And as the room comes into view, you see snakes protruding from her hair as she looks down at you. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Don't look at her eyes.
Oh my gosh.
No, I want to stipulate something too. I'm sure it doesn't make a difference, but I do want to say that my vision would be kind of down already before the doors even open. But Constitution saving throw 23.
You feel and meet the petrifying gaze of this creature for a moment. And as you do, she goes, darling, what do you want? And everybody first roll initiative, just so we have an order if this goes south.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to start sweating here in a second.
Yeah.
So, really quick, they're rolling initiative, but since I roll dead bottom, does that mean I go last in whatever is going to happen, or what?
Well, technically they can roll lower than a 4, your modifier.
Yeah, I did. I wrote a
me over.
Yep, because someone got a 2.
Right. Right.
Dang it, I've been rolling so good.
And so
Hey, where's my initiative?
you rolled an 11.
Wait. It came up a 20 for advantage.
It must not have. Yeah, it must not have transferred properly. The initiative tracker has a problem with that. So you had a 20?
Yeah.
Okay.
22 technically, because I rolled a nat 20 and had +2.
All right. So before we continue this conversation, Frampt, let's let you do whatever you're going to do in that room. You are more or less oblivious to what's going on in the other one, though. At least until somebody tells you.
I mean, so I've already told Nix. Yeah, I've already told Nix, and yeah, I asked about the goat. Anything else in here? All the 7 different doors, or yeah, 7 different doors. Do any of them like? Are there any differences? Do any of them look like they stand out at all?
Make a perception check.
Perception. 23. Wow.
No, it does look like they are still usable, but you can't necessarily see anything special about them.
All right. Then I'm gonna head over here and try for this one.
Okay.
And,
I just want to say right now, before I forget, that whole scene was awesomely done. Thank you for giving me a chance to like actually still talk to this motherfucker. Because that was a surprise. That was a really nice surprise.
Yeah, let's hope it doesn't backfire.
Hey, I'm telling you now, whatever is going to happen, Grum is being 100% genuine. So at least there's no worry about trying to be deceptive.
All right.
well, I'm in giant form, so I can still get to Echo and Nyx. I still have enough distance to get to Echo and Nyx if like need be. So
I can always be invisible.
You what?
I can always be invisible.
Oh shit.
All right, Frampton, do you want to do anything else on your turn?
I opened up. I'm looking in a room.
I'll see if there's any special text for you. The room contains nothing more than a stone bed, desk, and stool. And that's basically that room. It's a nifty dormitory, basically.
All right, then. Do I have enough action and everything to go up to this one and open that door too? And peek inside, or
how much? You started at the chair. How much movement do you have?
In giant form, I have 55 feet of movement. So this would actually be, I would have 5 feet left after this.
Then I will say, yeah, you can open the door. It is another empty room.
Completely uniform, like military.
It is very uniform
dorms,
with the other one that you opened up, yes.
All right. In that case, I'll back up with my last 5 feet and just kind of look at Nyx and Echo and just be like, so far I've just found, it looks like dorms.
Okay, and with that, let's move on from Frampt.
Yep.
And Grum, they don't make a necessarily threatening gesture, but this one takes a step up here, and you set down your weapons, correct?
Yes, I believe I was here in this square. So they would, wherever within those steps I would have been, the weapons would be like 1 or 2 steps above. So probably within the same square, if not the next one up.
So the other thing that happens, another bit of the wall...
Only thing I have is my shield, sorry.
Another bit of the wall peels off and steps out of the wall. And he steps here. And it looks like they're forming a block in case anybody else comes down. And the Medusa looks at you and says, "Now, darling, what do you want? Why would you come and bother me? Do you want to be a part of my living statue collection?"
Showing reverence and not meeting her gaze, for I am unworthy. Grum responds, "Great stone lady, I am but a simple creature. I have bread in my path, and I know it is far too late to remove. I simply seek the means to change my fate from this point forward. And I ask a simple boon.
She
The
looks at you.
opportunity to change my surname, for I am currently known as Skull Crusher.
You are
But that
you are in the presence of Medusa. Do you want to be Stone Crusher instead?
If it would be fitting, I would humbly accept. But I know it is not something that can be given, but earned."
She motions you inside and she takes a couple steps back. First questions first, do you take an opportunity attack against her?
I do not.
Okay. So she takes a couple steps back and motions you inside, which will take us to Echo.
So nothing has happened to Grum, right?
I would say you saw that Medusa open the door. Take that for what you will.
Okay. I'm gonna reach in and grab Nyx's arm and tug on it a few times, and then I am gonna walk down to where his weapons are. I hold up my hands. But I'm gonna pick up at least one of Grum's weapons and put it away. Slide it up the stairs and then pick it up so it's as non-threatening as I can make it. And tell them I'm just gathering his equipment.
As long as you don't step another step towards the platform he's on, he doesn't seem to do anything hostile towards you. Outside of look very mean.
Okay.
Would Echo like to do anything else?
Is that my action to pick up his stuff and put it away?
No, I think that's not a full action.
I would like to hold. Well, let me ask you this: when you hold a spell, if it has what's the word? Somatic components. Does it if I'm holding Sacred Flame, is there a ball of light in my hand?
So when you cast a spell, when you hold a spell, you basically cast a spell, you burn the components, you burn the slot, you do everything but necessarily cast it out. It's that's the last thing that you're holding is the initial bit that sends it off into the world. So
Can I kind of piggyback on that a little?
Sure. What do you got?
Not to push one outcome over another, but just from my own experiences and research, I have found that most DMs do say that when you're holding or preparing a spell but don't cast it yet, there are signs of the spell being cast, such as if it's a fireball, there would be sparks of fire showing, or whatever,
An orb or whatever.
So
Right.
the part that I was
That's
about
just from what my experiences have brought to my attention. But you are great.
So the part that I was about to say is that if somebody knew what they were looking for, they would almost certainly know you're holding a spell. It's hard to say because you haven't had any actions with these Galabdur before. It would hard to say if they would inherently know what you're doing or not. What spell
All
are
right.
you? What spell are you holding?
Well, I was looking at one, but it has verbal components. So I think I'm just going to let that be my turn.
All right, and Grum, it is your turn. The Medusa is waving you into her quarters, into her lair, with one finger saying, "Come, we will talk."
During Grum's initial standing up, he will hear.
Let me ask you this: Are you trying to avoid her gaze?
I am under the impression that this person or creature, Grum is under the impression that this snake person is a being of extreme reverence, and like I said, he doesn't know proper protocols or procedures regarding any amount of faith. So his instinct is to, quote unquote, be unworthy of this type of person's gaze. He has no idea of what they are or what they can do, but his thought process is to show respect by not meeting their eyes.
Okay, so you are not looking at the Medusa. So I'm assuming you're looking down at your
I'm
feet.
not making eye contact specifically. I'll notice her body and all that, but I won't meet her gaze.
Okay, it's the official text of the block. You can't see the Medusa until the start of your next turn. But you can certainly come into the room.
So standing up, I'll hear Echo kind of fiddling with my gear. And before I step through the threshold, I will turn and look at her in her eyes. And to the best of Grum's ability, try to give off a tender kind of expression and say, everything will be all right. And then he'll go ahead, turn his head back down, and step on through.
Okay, you enter the room. I'll give you the text. So the walls of this room are covered with images of dwarven miners kneeling in pious reflection. 3 statues of humans kneel in the room's corner. An altar against the room's east wall is studded with sockets as though for gemstones. A door to the south leads further into the temple. Studying the sockets carefully is a pensive woman with snake's fair hair whom you've met. A short rock-like creature next to her takes notes with a stone stylus on a stone slab. He's not currently doing that. He's currently watching you as another rock creature is in there with you. She motions you to take a spot between the 2 statues to the north. And as she does, she says, "This is a holy place. It's a place to kneel and to see the wonders of the universe. No pictures."
So she wants me to go over here? She said between them.
She does. Do you retake the kneeling position?
I do. I don't know if it'll make a difference, but for visualization, at the door it would have been 2 knees. This instance would have been 1 knee with a more fully down head bow, like how the statues are looking. So you can imagine the superhero landing pose, but instead of that, it's reverence.
Okay, you have taken that pose, and you are still actively not looking at her. do you say anything after you take the position?
I do not. I wait for her to address me again, waiting for that permission.
All right, Nyx, do you do anything after Grum willingly disappears inside this room?
Guess maybe stand like out in the hallway just in case Echo needs help.
Okay,
Since the stone guy.
Position yourself where you would like to stand.
Maybe like right here.
Okay. And Nyx, you want to do anything else?
No, I'm just kind of there just in case. How'd you say his name?
Frowode.
Frowode.
Okay, in case he attacks or anything?
Yes, since he likes me.
Okay. Frampt, would you like to do anything?
I think he might be muted or something.
He is.
Yeah, he is. He's a strong silent type.
Sorry. I was saying after inspecting this room and stepping back and about to head towards Nyx and Echo to let them know more that it's just dormitories. I see them walk and I follow and stand next to Nyx, look at Echo and notice Grum's not there and be like,
You also notice a second rock creature.
Yeah, I'm like, are they multiplying? I asked Nyx.
I don't know. I was in the room when you were investigating. Looks like it.
Echo, is Grum dead?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Oh God.
I gotta take a hit off of this real quick.
You do see
And
like Grum's axe is like on Echo's person now.
Pretty much all of his weapons are left behind.
Not
pretty much.
Step just
they
a little.
all are left behind.
I step a little closer to Echo, just like not going down the step, but just between Nyx and Echo, and I asked Echo, I'm like, did he take that weird ass shield with him too?
He did. It's the only thing he didn't leave.
Once the weirder stuff's done, we're really gonna have to revisit this shield thing.
You're telling me.
What's your hang up with it?
Does the group... Does Framp, do you do anything else?
I have... I'm going to ready an action, I guess. I already have my Warhammer and shield out. So I'm basically just watching the rock monster intently, not trying to make myself like appear any more threatening, but just watching them ready, and if it looks like they start rushing in or something, then I'm going to rush them myself. Let's see, that's 5, 10, 15, 20. All right, yeah, I still got 35 feet of movement left. So that's
technically you can't. I don't think you can hold your movement and action.
Oh, you can't? Okay.
No,
can you hold a rage action?
If you're raging, you can hold. So when you hold
you
action,
can use a bonus action to extend it for up to 10 minutes.
So if you could rage now if you wanted to, And that's a bonus action, and then you could hold another action. And if you wanted to move, you could like hold action dash, but you can't hold action dash and attack.
Okay.
It's
And I can't hold action
it's
raise
basically a
either?
reaction to. You're basically holding something to trigger it with a reaction, which is basically a split second thing.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. In that case, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just waiting to see what events unfold, and yeah, waiting for the shit to go south.
I'll be honest. I'm waiting to see what happens too. So,
Me 3.
so first things first, the Galabdur take up guard positions by the door. And it looks like they will prevent anything from interfering with whatever's going on in there. And Grum, the Medusa steps towards you and she says, "If you trust me, and you want me to make you new again, and give you a new name, and to have your name spoken in memory across the world, you must succumb to my touch. Now, look me in the eyes and give yourself to me, and you will be reborn anew." And she puts her hand underneath your chin and attempts to just very lightly, with a very light touch, tilt your chin up until you meet her gaze. Do you meet her gaze?
While she does that, so I'm going to offer just a little of resistance as I say, "But great stone lady, I am unworthy."
She answers that, "Meet my gaze and give me yourself, or incur my wrath. It is your choice, darling. Be born again with a heart of stone, immovable, undamageable, uncaring, unflinching, a beast of pure beauty. Look in my eyes, or feel the anger you are sparking." And she will, one more time, gently try to lift you up. Do you meet the gaze?
Yeah, this time I will.
I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to let you decide to do with it what you want. It is an option to willingly fail a saving throw, but I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Before shit, god damn it, fuck it. All right, I'll fail. I'll choose to fail.
You choose to fail? Okay.
I will choose to fail this.
Yeah, it's getting good now.
There.
You guys, the stress sweat. Oh my god.
So
Sorry, not sorry.
So I'm going to consider. All right. So, Grum, this is a Medusa. This is not. This is not. So, upon a willing failure, or a failure by 5 or more, your sensation, your light in the world, blinks out, and this entirely enstoned version of you on one knee staring up at this Medusa is left there as her hand slowly pulls back from your entirely petrified body, and she steps away, and she looks at the Galabdur, and she says, "Now tell the others to go away. If they want to join their friend, it is their choice. But for now, I have exhausted myself. Go, my good Cameron. Go tell them that they are no longer welcome in my place. Tell them that only the willing may bask in my glory." And everybody, the two by the door part as the third one steps through, looks up the stairs, and says, "The lady said it's time to go. You three need to get to going unless you two want to give yourself to the lady. Any takers? No? Good. Now get to going."
Like, wait. Grum's
No.
in there with a lady right now?
There ain't no more Grum. There's the statue. There's the Grum that's a heart of stone. Now, do you understand? It's time to get to marching.
Oh, hell no.
Okay, yeah, no, Echo snaps.
No.
That's it. Let's see what happens.
So the time barrier we're at, there's like 10 minutes left in the session. We can pick this up next week, or we can go a few rounds into the fight and see what happens.
Tough call.
I'll yield to everybody else.
I can go longer than 12:30, but I don't want to infringe on anybody else's time.
I think Echo definitely wants to fight. Nyx is probably like wanting to find out, and Frampt is like he wants to, but he's not sure if he can keep up.
All right. So do you guys want to go for like 10 minutes and see where we're at, and then we can make another decision from there?
Sure.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
I love you guys. You guys are fucking awesome.
So, first things first, Echo, you're the first to go after the bad guys. And by the way, Grum, they are bad guys. It's a medusa. And so I don't know if you guys know Grum is petrified yet. I'll say this, Echo, you and Grum share a connection. I could imagine that there would be an overwhelming sensation if you wanted there to be.
Oh, I think there's definitely one of dread. Because they blatantly said there is no more Grum.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah, I'm in dread too. I mean, after no more Grum, so
I think we're all kind of angry.
yeah. The chill has left the building.
All right.
yeah.
It's hammer time.
Yeah, there's all of that. So
Okay.
we are going to drop a moonbeam in the center of the three of them.
Moonbeam.
Well, let me make sure I cast this. There we go.
So the way that they're standing, can you move Moonbeam right away?
Yeah.
Okay, sick. So you can like circle it around them. And Moonbeam is a what kind of save? It's a con save?
Unfortunately, it is a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. These things
But I think that's her gut reaction.
Might be pretty good with with Con. So let's do Carmen, Froberode, and then Fremen. 15 for the first one. Nat 20 for the second. And 19 for the third. So all three save.
Great. That was a waste of the second level.
They'll still take half damage.
Yeah.
Jesus Lord.
Three.
No, Moonbeam, what are you doing?
Come on, Moonbeam.
Oh
Guess
no.
what spell I'm dropping next long rest?
It's such a good spell, honestly. Except when it doesn't
work for me.
Nothing. I mean, anytime you roll a 3, though, it doesn't matter what the spell is. It's not good.
All right. Here's what we're gonna do next. That's stupid. I'm gonna activate Steps of Night.
Wings poof.
Yup. Wings are out. They are very, very dark this time, though.
I want to say the image of your wings, your angelic wings, stretching out in this narrow hallway, backlit by whatever light is coming through that door and shines through your wings, giving this light and shadow mixture, is genuinely awesome.
Inspiration.
Thank you. Nobody ever gives the DM inspiration. I will remember that. Thank you, Frampt.
Yeah, no,
It's the
I'm
bard
gonna fly right over here and just say, give him back now.
He quickly answers, ain't no coming back from the lady's touches.
Oh, you guys, I'm gonna cry. All right, that's it.
So, Grum, here's what's going to happen to you on your turn. In a sense, the world for you has become darkness. But I want to say that you find yourself floating, and you see yourself in between the world that you knew and a sickly green light in the distance. You can even see your shield in this iteration of you. And as you're floating, you start to see some kind of floating monstrosity in the pale green light that's circling and circling, and it feels like it's getting ever closer. And Grum, unfortunately, as of yet, there's nothing to be done for you in this moment. Nick?
Can I ask a quick question about what I've seen?
You can always ask a question.
That pale green monstrosity, if I need to roll for it, I will, but I want to know what it just looks like in general based on its shape from whatever distance it is.
I'll be right back.
Roll me. Are you any good at nature checks?
Hell no.
What? Survival, wisdom, arcana.
I'm better at survival. I am much better at survival.
This is such a weird check. Go ahead and roll an arcana check for me. I'll give you something no matter what. I'll give you more if you roll well.
Oh, 18.
All right, so I'm gonna send you a picture here real quick. So I want to show you what you see. Go ahead and check your messages.
Ooh. Okay.
You see that floating a long way off in the distance. And it is a primordial monster that inhabits a plane that existed before existence.
Mm.
Cool.
And as the
Grum will say very softly in his head, "Come be seen."
and I will give you more information as we go on. But for now, Nyx, what would you like to do?
Tough decision. I kind of can't persuade them, can I?
You could use an action to influence them, but currently Echo has tried to sear off all of them. Oh, did somebody step away? Did Echo step away for a second?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's hold off for a minute, and then we will react when she gets back.
Funny
I
enough,
think
had to
she's
set
over
bonuses
there
for
trying to collect herself right
For
now.
1
Oh. I feel bad putting the party through this nonsense.
I'm truly intrigued at the course of events.
Okay, sorry, I'm back.
All right. So it is Nyx's turn. Nyx, you can try to persuade them if you want. Echo is currently attacking them. That might dampen any persuasion that you might have.
I just want Grum's statue.
Oh, I'll tell you in real life.
Right? It looked good in the
luck.
yard.
Good luck willingly get a Medusa to give up one of her statues.
Well, and she's kind of already started a war.
I will say you can probably tell by the look on Echo's face that Echo cannot be persuaded to stop this.
Yeah, I know. I just want Grum back. Like, even if he's in a statue.
Take little bits off, chisel them off, and take them with you.
Exactly. And then we can just repiece him and make him whole again. I don't know. That was kind of my thinking.
It would be like
We can bury him with Ripper.
It would be like a DC plus 25 to get these things to willingly give up a statue victim. Probably closer to 30. It would be an extraordinarily high check to get them to willingly
that's
give
a high
up
level
Grum
right there.
as a statue without being able to force it. And these things look very strong. Nyx, what would you like to do?
Well, my next question is, if I threw a witch's bolt at them, since they're so close together, would it attack all three, or do I have to twin it?
You would have to twin it in order to attack more than one. And twinning would allow you to attack 2, I believe, not all 3.
They're so close together.
Can't wait for you to grab that chain lightning.
She's gonna move here, and then she's gonna twin witch's bolt.
All right. Do you want to attack the first 2? Oh, by the way, Echo, where did your witch's bolt end? On top of which one?
Which one?
Carmen.
Oh no, Cameron.
All right. Cameron stepped out, so okay. I'll just put it on him so we know. So we know who to make stuff.
Okay. Well, since I've already kind of befriended Browode, I won't hit him because it seems like we have a connection. So I'll do Cameron and Freeman.
All right, roll an attack roll. And what level were you using it at, by the way?
Let me use it. I'm going to use it at a level 2.
All right, so make sure that you mark off 2 sorcery points.
Okay.
And go ahead and roll an attack roll.
Okay, and then if I twin it, what do I do?
You just mark off the sorcery points. So let's say, let me ask you, I'll give you the preference. Would you rather roll 2 attack rolls, 1 for each, or would you rather roll 1 attack roll to try to hit them both? Like, what would you prefer?
Let me do 1 attack roll and try to hit them both.
Okay, so this will go against both of their ACs.
Okay.
All right, it connects with both, so go ahead and roll damage. If it's a level 2, it should be 3d12, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Little sound effects. Not bad.
All right, so you shoot out this bolt of energy, and it connects to them, and it's staying on them. You can certainly see it charging through them. What happens next? And no one knows. All right, so Ramped, go ahead and make a turn, and then I'm going to ask you guys another question.
All right. I will bonus action rage. So. Woohoo. All right. And Nyx, you will receive 6 temp HP, as will I.
Woohoo.
And I am going to run, kind of scoot past Echo to come around here, and I'm going to attack Cameron.
Poor Cameron.
Oh,
I love their names, by the way.
I know. There's a 17 hit. All right.
Oh, with a Warhammer too. Interesting.
Yeah. So 9 points of damage, bludgeoning damage. And then... No, it is not. We don't come across magical items in this game.
Hey, all I'm saying is Echo's holding on to that +1
and other
great
stuff.
axe.
You come across stuff.
I know. I thought Echo used it.
Is she? Is she?
The immovable rod?
Were you using it, Echo?
No, I'm not.
Oh no, that's right.
So
Okay, I'll have to
if
unequip
you
my...
want, well, really quick, if you want, there is a regular battle axe, a regular crossbow, a light crossbow, a mining pick, and that +1 great axe.
Ooh,
Those
mining
would be-
pit.
Yeah, I don't know why I said that one. Oh, and a regular shield. So a light
I actually
crossbow,
have
a
a shield.
shield, a battle axe, and a +1 great axe.
I have a shield right now. I thought I'd probably need the AC for this, which is why I kept my great axe in, which is why I kept my great axe like sheath for now. Also because I wanted to do this after that attack, I can knock something 10 feet away with the mastery for the push. Well, is it large or is it bigger?
A Galeb Dur is medium.
Medium, so he gets knocked 10 feet. And then...
You knock him out of Echo's moonbeam.
Does he... well, that's fine, because then I have enough speed to still come around here. And can I maneuver like in this corner, so if I hit him again, I can knock him back into the beam? Or...
Yes, but I won't say the beam doesn't do extra damage for knocking him back into it. Or maybe it does. Who knows? Go ahead, let's...
It's if they start or end their turn in that thing, though, right?
It's if...
That they take
I'd have
extra
to look
damage.
at the moonbeam wording exactly. You
Gotcha.
Can't pull it up for
Alright,
you.
well,
you
then-
can go ahead and make...
I'm gonna do it anyways.
Okay.
All right. Nat 20.
That certainly hits.
We're gonna crit. $14 points of damage. Or whatever they'll take, because it's not
And you
magic.
knock him back into the moonbeam.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else for your turn?
No, I think that's all my actions for now.
All right. So
I'm just gonna I'm gonna move into range for them as like a deterrent for them hitting Echo.
all right. So the question I want to ask, we're at 12:38. Does the party want to pick this fight back up? Next week I'll be off unless we rearrange the days. Or do we want to keep going and see how this fight ends? I don't know how long this fight will take. It will probably take a good amount of time and an uncertain outcome.
I'm not gonna. I don't think I'll be able to last, honestly, tonight. This feels like it's gonna be a while.
All right, that is good. So I'll say this as we close out the session. Grum, I want to show you one more thing. As you're looking out and you see the aboleth that's floating in this green light. It scurries away.
Aboleth.
It scurries away. And something else behind it looks through. And you see that thing looking at you. And even in your state, you get a sense of dread, fear, and panic as it looks out from the light towards the world, which you stand between them, helplessly floating as your body is completely petrified under the Medusa's gaze. And we will pick back up at the next possible opportunity, so I may stone all of you.
Amen.
I love you guys.
Just for the record, Grum,
Yo.
when I said you can willingly
Yeah.
fail a saving throw, that doesn't mean I was encouraging you to willingly fail a saving throw.
Honestly, I've been sitting here one.
Say what?
I've been wondering if it's like I've been wondering if Grum is like switching characters or something. That's what I thought was happening right now.
Grum and I will have that discussion about what happens next Probably not tonight because I've got to take care of some things, but over the next week, Grum and I will feel out how he would like to proceed, and we'll discuss all of the potential options. As I always tell you guys and anybody that I play with, character death is very much on the table when you're playing with me as a DM.
Sounds good to me. Character death is always on the table with me as a player. So, we're good.
I mean, your character Tobin kind of like poofed into the abyss.
Right?
And I'm not
Didn't even die.
gonna lie. I really, really miss Tobin.
We kind of did too.
Now-
You might in
Now
the
that
near
now that
future
I-
have an opportunity to play him.
Now that I've had this kind of break and I've like stopped playing them, I've like recreated the characters so many times, especially now that I have a better understanding of the newer rules and everything. And I'm like, I would bring something happens to Fran. Tobin's coming back.
Wait,
On a mission.
with a vengeance.
New and improved.
Hey, the dog's on stream again.
Y'all, I want you to know that Echo put me in timeout.
I was kind of wondering if y'all were still feuding. Last week it seemed like she was pretty mad at you.
I'm Molly.
Yeah.
I got two puppies in here with me now.
And a human.
And a human.
She did seem just a tiny bit pissed.
Yes.
Just a bit. Just a little bit.
All right, guys.
All right, good night, guys. I'm gonna take advantage of this.
I'm going to log off
Early
too.
night.
Everybody have fun considering all of the options for next time.
Alrighty.
Bye, guys.
All right.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.